to her when I'm done.
Them. No easy feat, I bet. How's old Hector these days? Not so good after you crossed paths with them, am I right? I'll polish these wings up and get them back to their owners, just as soon as my Marraketh friend can get her folks to pay the ransom. Price, I mean. In the meantime, take a little something from my stock as payment.
Oh, the stone may yet bleed. What you earn is almost as important as what you take. Victory is as simple as being the last one standing. Freedom is what you do with what's been done to you. Reduces mana cost of abilities, increases skill duration effect, and 2% reduced mana reserved. 4% increased effect of your curses, 8% increase 8% increased effect of flasks on you, and 3% increased effect of non-curse auras you cast. 3% chance to avoid elemental ailments. 8% increased life recovery from flask. 2% chance to dodge attacks. To be honest, that last one sounds nice. Just the extra life regain and to dodge attacks. Then again, that kind of implies that too. Wouldn't that imply the skill effect duration thing imply like the dominating blow? Would that be increased as well? I don't know. Christ, that's lost a lot of damage. I want to look into that. I don't use curses, but the other bit is nice. You know, I'll take this.
Powerful baubles, them orbs are. As old as his Mirians themselves, maybe even older. I've read all there is on them little beauties. The Sun Orb's said to contain all that has been, while its sister, the Moon Orb, holds all that will be, past and future, packed up neat behind glass and thaumaturgy. Shudder to think what might happen if all that got out one day.
Every time we'll move on.
Well, they're forged from solid gold. I can tell you that much. But I suppose that's not really what you're asking about. The wings are a treasured piece of the Marraketh heritage. Back when the tribes quit their squabbling and joined hands to battle the Eternal Empire, the wings were seen as a symbol of their unity. The Golden Sakhima wore them as she led the whole bloody Marraketh horde against San. She was a single greatest hope for the Marraketh, was that Asenath. Hector Tatooshus crushed both their hopes and their precious Sakhima. Don't do anything I would.
It just, this place seems like it's kind of trapped in this, you know, in this time, you know? So that's what I was talking about there. Like, it seems like basically, well, stuff has moved on since the beast was destroyed and whatnot. It seems kind of almost stuck in the, like, there's still the dead, right? Still a ton of these around. There's, you know, there's seeming like new ones turning up, like in the form of these gem legionnaires. Like, it just seems like time, you know, it's still very stuck then, you know? So, that's just what I mean. Though somehow I question if they've got past and present stuck, well, past and future stuck in those orbs. So, yeah. Kill. See the XP just slowly ticking up. Slowly. I just had another swig of alcohol there, and I can feel the damp burning in my chest. It's a nice feeling. A bit much, really. But it's a nice one. Brutality support. They deal 40% more physical damage, but they deal no chaos and no elemental. I'm a bit of an elemental guy, so tanks, but no tanks. I kind of got the warbands and bloodlines confused earlier, so yeah. Why are the names of those big behemoths? Could be just that. Let's wander over this way. We'll go to Tora in a bit. Tora Bora. We'll just try and finish off these warbands before we go off into some dank bit of these sewers and finishing this shite off. Finishing off infected beasties. Corrupted beasties. We've got enough here. Sewer Goliaths. Fair enough. Oh, excuse me. I think I missed some over here. But yeah, the alcohol was actually quite nice. Like I said, it feels almost a little watered down. This one, maybe it's just because I left it in the fridge so long or something. Maybe it's just weaker than the other ones, you know? It just, like, it's much more palatable to me than the other ones. I can actually get to taste some taste of it beyond the alcohol taste. For a bit of it beyond the alcohol, the taste and the ginger, it almost made me think of cola. I don't know why. Like I said, maybe it's just because I'm missing having cola, so everything just tastes like it. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but my inebriation says so. Ah, continuation. Okay, get him. There's probably another group of other guys here. Oh, an Undying Alchemist. I think I've gotten most of them. Let's just, oh, here they are. I need backup to help kill these. Ooh. It's not a mace, but ooh. Headsman's axe.
The Vanguard did not return, so more have followed their path, bringing war with them.
Now they're all dead. To cease the flow of blood is to choke the rain and the very clouds, but life and land to feel the thirst. That is an awesome weapon. No doubt is fit for me. 152 to 227. The Blood Reaper, Headsman's Axe. 100 extra life, 10 life regen per second, 1% physical attack damage reached as life, 50% increased mana cost of skills, 50% chance to cause bleeding on hit. Woohoo! Okay. Let's open a portal so we can toss this in, and then we'll head back for the mallet. I might use it. I'm not really sure right now. I feel like I need to get more inventory space. You know, I've no problem buying more stash space. It feels, you know, that's fine, you know? Like, I don't like microtransactions in games, but you know, I don't mind buying more stash space. That's okay to me. Like in a lot of games, microtransactions are cheaty, unfair messes, you know. But buying stash space here is just appealing to my inner hoarder. Also, there's a new game I've been trying, Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Have fun with it. I might let's play it at some stage, but it has no music. I would have to rig up a let's play, playlist of whatchamacallits, and remember to put it in the description. Oh, the guy does royalty-free music. Like Arch has had his music, that guy's music in his videos. I think so did You know, it was. I think it was also in like World of Warcast or something else. In Computech, I think that's it.
There's some creatures out there that aren't killing each other fast enough. We need to give them a helping hand.
I think I would use his stuff.
I have a certain pack of vermin in mind. Stronger and more vicious than
Not sure if I can let's play it though.
Track them to their home territory and wipe them out.
Not sure. But given that you can watch other people's playthroughs on the website, kind of makes it think like they will be okay with Let's Plays, you know? Kind of like it would be kind of weird to not be okay with Let's Plays, to be okay with that. But some companies are weird. Warner Brothers demands every Let's Play to be each episode to be 5 minutes or less. If they have actual gameplay footage. I doubt they'll take kindly to a thing without any. Mind control. Fuck, you're huge. Fuck. Big, so you must have big guts. Rip and tear. Kill. Kill, my pretties. I can't really muster a fuck to give. I'm not sure if I really care about any of this gear. Just speaking honestly and from the heart, I kind of just want to move on. So away I go.
No one said this job was going to be easy.
Yeah, fuck you too. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
You draw the ire of another, imbued with golden power.
You encounter a rival exile imbued with Nemesis powers. What? Are we suddenly playing Shadow of War? I want to play that game. It looks so cool. But I can't let's play it. Warner Brother policies. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it. In a society that values violence, the violent will rise through the ranks like oil through water.
Let me tell your future. Rats on a sinking ship.
I've already heard that.
The tools of divination found on the body of an exile. I have seen it. There are more tools, and the exiles who hold them are gathering in number.
Good for them. I don't care.
The fragment you have recovered leads to a very dangerous realm. The Red Queen waits in her dark stronghold, and 1,000 years of anger bubble just beneath the surface of her flawless, ill-gotten beauty.
Okay.
Thieves make do with what they can find, or take by force. When thieves outnumber their victims, they must look farther and farther for what they can take. It is their own greed that carries them into danger. See you soon.
I won't bother with... Let's actually talk to everyone now. I won't bother doing the undead heist thing yet. I'll worry about these two bosses now.
By the earth and sky, the power of the goddesses lies in your hands. Take these seeds and plant them in the fertile stone at their feet. From what I have learned, it is my hope that the orbs will force Solaris and Lunaris to grow limbs and flesh, to engage you in mortal battle. May this come to pass, and may you cut down these goddesses as a forester might fell a pair of stubborn old trees.
I love how she's just leaving it all up to me. It's sensible, but like at least offer to help. Like, please give us some degree of a shit.
In Zara's grotesque little garden, you'll find an old friend of mine, the yawning moor that is Hugo. but a self-portrait of what that pathetic creature has come to believe about the nature of fear. Those who look upon him see their own fears reflected in his horrifying visage.
Say that again?
Val scholars seem compelled to answer all manner of strange and troubling questions. Ugal was one such scholar. Whilst plumbing the depths of humanity, he came to believe that there was no truer expression of humanity than pure terror. He would induce terror in children, and then capture the reactions within eldritch mirrors, devices of his own creation that could petrify fear for extended study. Through his gallery of reflected terror, Ugal came to understand human nature so well that he was able to manipulate his way into the vile halls of leadership, and eventually grew so feared and renowned that he ascended into godhood.
Can I be honest? In this setting, it seems like they're just handing godhoods out to anyone. You're upset about your kids. Godhood. You piss in a child's birthday cake. Godhood. You in the audience. The godhouse, godhood for you and you and you and you. It's like the Oprah handing out godhoods. Godhood for everyone in the audience. 1 second. And of course, the cats are taking a shit. You can just hear them kicking in the background. They're not quiet cats. They like people to know. Nero tends to run out of the bathroom, and Sarah's like, meow, meow. Not exactly like that. That sounds like he's dying. But yeah, he starts just talking loudly, letting us know he's after going. Hasn't done it in a while, as far as I know. But he used to. So saying that, he also used to lick the rim of the litter tray. I don't know why he was doing that. We talked to the vet about it, but it's just like, cats do weird things. Not quite sound, but yeah, it was just as a sentiment. Just cats doing weird thing. We were worried he had brain damage because one of his eyes was messed up from a blunt force trauma. He got a hit there, basically, and so one of his eyes won't properly focus, so he uses his paw to measure distance, and he's like watering still in the bowl and whatnot. It's really cute, but we wonder if that hit, because I know how soft a baby skull is. If you handle them too roughly, you've just you've warped the baby skull and you've quite injured the baby. So imagine a kitten's skull is probably pretty soft too, and we found him pretty young, maybe a few months old at the most. So I can't remember how old he would have been. I would have to ask Mom, but he basically his skull would probably would presume being pretty soft. So if he got hit hard enough to permanently damage a muscle in his eye, I would wonder if the hit would have been strong enough to hurt his brain in any way, because he's been kind of dopey. He's utterly precious and an utterly sweet cat, but I was always worried. Still a good hunter though. He's killed quite a few spiders for Mum. She's not the biggest fan of them, so she's very happy with that. Let's just listen to this again.
In Azaro's grotesque little garden, you'll find an old friend of mine, the yawning maw that is Ugal, but a self-portrait of what that pathetic creature has come to believe about the nature of fear. Those who look upon him see their own fears reflected in his horrifying visage.
Sin says that as if he disagrees about Ugal's take on fear. Interesting.
If we are to see the dawn of a new era for humankind, the sun must be taught to behave herself. Upon that mighty span between San's left hand and its right, Solaris burns to consume every single moment of existence. Sparing no thought for life and its needs, she would see the world parched barren before she yields to reason. The sun must be allowed to set, so that it may rise again as a blessing, not a curse.
Sin does seem to be on the level, so I wonder. You know how the gods inhabit various... Nah, Sin's not doing that. Basically, I was wondering, they chose